Here's our guy, Cooper Kupp, on First Take recently, and Stephen A. Smith is asking him a few questions. One of them being, do the Rams feel that they're the team to beat in the NFC? Because the NFC is not what it used to be with all the departures, and also the NFC West, with the Niners having their issues and the other teams having their issues. Are the Rams ready to run it back and the team to beat? And Cooper Kupp basically says, well, even regardless of that, anytime the Rams step on the field, he believes that we shouldn't have any problems. Basically, we should be the team to beat, and I agree with that. And then he goes on to say that he's in contact with Donald and OBJ, and he wants them both back, of course, and we'll see what happens. So Cooper Kupp chilling with the Rams hat, the Dodger hat. I love it, and LA teams, baby, and here we go.
I want to transition to another one of your teammates. Aaron Donald has obviously been in the news lately as he's waiting for that new deal. But he said he would be content retiring. Now, Sean McVay had said contract talks are trending in the right direction. What's the likelihood that 99 is back with you guys this season? Because we know what a playmaker he is.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what those odds are, what the likelihood is. I've been in contact with him and just, making it clear, obviously, I don't need to tell him that I want him back. I don't need to tell him that, hey, it would help us a ton. It would help me a ton. It would be great for us if the best defensive player maybe in history came and played again this season. So he doesn't need to hear that. He has his career. He's got his family. He's got stuff that he needs to take and make a decision for himself on this. I would obviously love to have him back, and being able to play with him has been an incredible honor. So I'm not sure what the odds are that he comes back. I obviously would love it if he were able to come back and be around with us again.
Well, before I ask you my next question, let me just give you a quick commentary in terms of Aaron Donald. I think he's the best in the world. I don't think he should just be the highest paid interior lineman. I think he should be the highest paid lineman in all of football by a mile because he's that lethal. I do want to hear him say he wants to play, though. He just wants his money as opposed to saying, I'm all right, I'm ready to retire. That worries me a little bit, but that's all. Having said that, let me come to you with this. Molly asked me this before you came on the set. I'm looking at the NFC conference. Russell Wilson's gone. San Francisco's got some issues. Tom Brady retired, then unretired. Dallas is Dallas. I'm not giving them any love. The Philadelphia Eagles are relevant, and the Green Bay Packers lost their top two receivers. I'm wondering, as you scour the NFC conference, are you guys of the belief we're the reigning Super Bowl champions, and there's some issues all around the conference? This is ours again to take.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, I think that's kind of the approach we take, regardless of the exodus that's kind of been seen out of the NFC into the AFC in terms of some of the talented players that have moved. But, for us, we live inside out. We judge ourselves, our expectations within our walls are going to be higher than anything from the outside. Our expectation year in and year out is to go win a Super Bowl, to be able to compete for that world championship, and that's our belief. So regardless of where those things are this year, that's kind of how we believe it. We go into each game believing we are the best team that steps on the field, and if we can just do what we do, if we can be the players that we believe that we are and execute to the best of our ability, we believe we're gonna walk off that field with a W. So for us, it's not about really looking around the league as much as it is looking inward at who we are and being the best versions of ourselves. And I think that's that allows us to kind of move forward. We're not being a comparison thing, but just hey, let's be us. Go out week after week and play our game, and we believe we'll walk off that field with a W.
I love your humility, because when you look inwards and you say, let's just be us, that's the champions. I mean, that's what you guys are. You're the Super Bowl champions. I know you're not in the business, Cooper, of calling guys up and telling them how bad you want them. You said that with Aaron Donald, but Odell Beckham Jr. remains a free agent as well. How badly do you want the Rams to re-sign OBJ?
Man, that would just be the coolest thing. What he was for us last year, I guess I can speak on just as a player first. What he was able to do coming into this offense, learning it, and then being able to go and execute the way he did was absolutely incredible. But then just as a person, as a teammate, how he was, in our building, I would absolutely love nothing more than just to be able to have him come back and be a part of what we're building here. And it just hurts. I talk to him daily. Be able to keep up with him. Would love to have him back, and there's a lot of stuff that has to be work through because of just how terrible is the unfortunate situation where he was
injury.
He was going to have an unbelievable game that Super Bowl. The way that things were trending and just the way that the Bengals were playing against the game plan that we had in for him to be able to just go off that game, it kills me the way that whole thing worked out. But would absolutely love to have him back. And I know our receiver room, I know the guys across the board would love to have him back in our building.
Well, first of all, let me say this about Odell Beckham Jr., who I know a little bit. I'm so happy that you said what you said on a couple of levels. Number one, I thought he would have given you a run for your money for Super Bowl MVP because it was trending in that direction. That brother was about to put on a show. But number two, and more importantly, I'm glad you spoke about him the way that you did because Odell Beckham Jr. is a good brother. This brother cares. He goes out there. He puts in the work. He's a spectacular talent, and he's gotten too much shade thrown on him throughout the years. This is a good brother, and I'm really hoping that he re-signs with y'all because I think that's the perfect place for him to be because like me, he does love L.A. Let's be very clear about that.